Hi, this is Todd, and today we're going to walk through Enon Church Cemetery. So we're going to take a walk through this relatively small church cemetery and see what we can find. So buckle up, let's get on our walk. Hi, my name is Todd. I am just here to visit. If there are any spirits here that would like to make their presence known, you can do so by utilizing the device that I'm holding in my hand.
Shiver.
So I think what we'll do is kind of like this little lull here. So you've got what looks to be the majority of the cemetery is here, probably early 20th century. This looks to be back here, the older part. So the church was here, then they relocated it. Lots of leaves on the ground, so hopefully it's not too noisy. I don't want to have the noise cancellation on so bad that it's hard to hear, but I have these markers here. This is David William McClure, David W. McClure. Is that William McClure? Yeah, it might be William. Born November 11th, 1861. Died August 1st, 1886. So not that old. David W. McClure.
Don't come in.
Here we have Clinton E. Cole, April 28th, 1889 to December 25th, 1923. This is Francis Cole, 1838 to 1911, and his wife, Annie Palmer Cole, 1847 to 1898.
Time.
And you've got this plot here, right in the far corner. This looks to be the old road coming through here. Going all the way back into the woods back there.
Why is he here?
I am here just to visit. And as soon as I'm done paying my respects, I will be departing here. So I will not disturb you any longer than necessary. This is Trolina D. Hill, born December 25th, 1879. Died February 27th, 1882. And this is Charlena Dell, daughter of Mr. and Mrs. L.B. Hill. This is John P. Griffin, Tech Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, May 13th, 1937 to December 9th, 1996. Thank you very much for your service, sir. Here we have the coffins.
Why are you here?
I am here just to visit. This is William Walter Hill, 1883 to 1963, and W.A. Hill, 1873 to 1967. This is W.A. Lawn Hill. This is L.B. Hill, born August 22nd, 1847, died July 20th, 1890, age 42 years, 10 months, 2 days. Lavinia Hill, January 7th, 1854 to November 15th, 1937. And Miss Viola, October 12th, 1877 to June 16th, 1969. So that's that marker there. These are the Farrs. You have little Miss Catherine Alberta Farr, August 15th, 1920 to March 22nd, 1923. And we have John William and Gertrude. John was born December 14th, 1876, and died December 28th, 1945. And Gertrude, September 13th, 1883 to February 20th, 1961. And James Robert Farr, PFC, U.S. Army, World War II, December 26, 1923, February 20th, 1989. Thank you very much for your service, sir. And then we have Inez B. Farr, or Parr. Excuse, I keep saying Farr. It's actually Parr. And I apologize to the Parr family. Inez B. Parr, July 16th, 1908, to April 7th, 1998. I just got a phone call in the middle of filming and took my mind off of what I was doing, and I have to get back into the groove again. And this is William Say, born October 5th, 1804, died June 9th, 1870. Is that 8? Yeah, 1878. The graveyard hath one added stone, and heaven one spirit more. This is R.M. Barnes.
You can't understand.
June 21st, 1859 to August 26th, 1881. And this is Daisy Maud, daughter of J.T. and J.M. Sutton, December 2nd, 1883 to June 18th, 1899. This is John S. Barnes, born September 17th, 1826, died July 7th, 1897. And Ada M. Barnes, October 14th, 1830, died December 18th, 1928. Again, my name is Todd, and I am here just to visit. So if there are any spirits, I would love for you to make your presence known by utilizing the device that's in my hand. And this is George Hughes, born September 29th, 1796, and died November 21st, 1847. Hi, Jim. And this is George L. Hughes, born March 1st, 1831, September 5th, 1845. 14 years old.
Devil.
This is erected by J.B. and D.B. Medford to the memory of our mother, Mary A., wife of Dempsey B. Medford, September 29th, 1831 to October 31st, 1910. In memory of D.B. Medford, born October 17th, 1811, died February 10th, 1892, aged 80 years, 3 months, 28 days. So you just have
Sand.
field markers there. You have a stone here, piece of a monument there. Hoyle Medford, just a baby, June 17th, 1880 to May 21st, 1882. This is J.M. Dean, born October 6, 1846, died July 23rd, 1863. Wonder if he died in the war. I am 52 years old. Please tell me that's not pieces of... No, that's just busted up concrete. But that right there looks like there used to be part of something. Here we have John Miller McAfee, or McAfee, born May 30th, 1873, died July 2nd, 1911. This memorial, erected by his former employer as a tribute to his honesty and faithfulness in service. Wow. He must have been special in order for an employer, especially back then, to pay that money for that. This looks like a child's grave. Little E. Junior Fowler, born July 21st, 1818, died April 3rd, 1819. I know there was a yellow fever epidemic during that time period in the South. Wonder if they were part of it. Was that your granddaughter? David Durham, born February 20th, 1845, died February 10th, 1880. And this would be J.E. Durham, January 11th, 1869, died July 26th, 1883. Wasn't that old either. So I'm walking along the outside of this fence, and you can see it even goes way down here. If you got a headstone here, I can't tell if there's any. There's markings on it. Lehman Foster. That's grown through and cracked. Mr. Lehman, I'm going to see what I can find about you. This is Annie Foster. Died June 26, 1916. Age about 80 years. More stones there. This is a funeral home marker here. Just says Foster 1967 with no headstone. Not that it's right, but I'm wondering if these graves on the outside around this fence line aren't African American graves. I'm listening if you want to say anything. So this is JKL. Looks like a simple cinder block with stone topper on it. There's no this is Jane Kisser Lot, 1864 to 1959. Were these some of these slaves? Because you have definitely a burial there. Have one here for sure. I wonder if some of these were slave burials. This looks like it could be one here. And these are just more stones here.
Shiver.
Yeah. This is a hand engraved concrete. October 22nd, 1948. McDay, Miss Sally Harris. She was 47 years old. This is Leroy McKinney, June 22nd, 1924 to October 26, 1933, son of Amos and Stella McKinney. This is Nathaniel. I've never seen it spelled that way. K. Hardin, February 22nd, 1880 to December 9th, 1940. And Julia Hardin Gregory, 1886 to 1942. Here's another John Henry Gregory, 1888 to 1966. John H. Gregory, PFC, U.S. Army, June 24th, 1924 to August 23rd, 1988. Thank you much for your service, sir. This is Carl Padden, died August 30th, age 23 years. But it doesn't say the age, it doesn't say the year. Died August 30th. It doesn't give a year. Jim Bailey, August aged 83 years. Here's another cement headstone. Hanley, Mr. Paul L. So these were either African American or very poor white folk. Ella L. Johnson, September 18th, 1864 to March 17th, 1941. Have the Tuckers here. This is Trina Ann McKenzie, June 6, 1971 to August 1989. Blanche. Here's another Padden. Leonard Padden, September 1st, 1920 to March 14th, 1957. Wow. I mean, you can't see how deep that sunk in right there. I mean, that grave totally collapsed. There's looks to be like a VA marker here. It is. This is Everett L. Gregory, Private, U.S. Army, World War I, April 4th, 1892 to July 6, 1978. Thank you very much for your service, sir. This is James E. Brownlee, Georgia, Sergeant 406, Engineer Combat Company, October 29th, 1927, Korea, September 30th, 1964. Thank you much for your service, sir. We're going to make our way back up this way, but Walter Johnson Sr., U.S. Army, World War II, December 9th, 1920 to January 11th, 2013. Thank you much for your service, sir. This is Wallace Johnson, Georgia Private, 854th Port Company, TC, World War II, July 27th, 1923 to December 25th, 1971. Thank you much for your service, sir. And this is Chester A. Wormley, Georgia, Cook, U.S. Army, World War I, November 23rd, 1892, October 12th, 1965. Thank you much for your service, sir. Mr. McDonald, Howard McDonald, U.S. Army, World War II, June 7th, 1927 to February 23rd, 2000. Thank you much for your service, sir.
Na.
Wonder if this is considered two separate cemeteries. Oh, this is cool. Loving memory. May 17th, 1949, Lawrence Stafford. October 19th, 2017. Look at that stealth bomber. Wow. That's awesome. He's a Roll Tide. Here we have Alvin E. Thomas, Georgia, private, OMC, World War I, September 1st, 1892 to October 1st, 1951. Thank you much for your service, sir. Looks like we have some landscapers here. Forester. Have the crofts here. They're just blowing leaves. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up the noise cancellation on here so you can hear me. Reposition the mic. There we go. We have the Wright family. Here we have here. We have Maddie A. Is that Cobb? Born February 22nd, 1842. Died September 15th, 1893. Age 51 years, 6 months, and 23 days. And this is for VJ Ellison, born August 20th, 1824, departed this life July 21st, 1890. William Bill Wright. That'd be WG, December 7th, 1816 to November 4th, 1889. And Miriam, December 19th, 1820 to December 27th, 1900. No, I am not scared. We have Samantha D. August 5th, 1856 to December 2nd, 1894. Joshua R. January 25th, 1843 to April 25th, 1862. And then Mary E., March 28th, 1859 to March 9th, 1860. Miss Nancy Spear Hanley, April 9th, 1852, September 19th, 1929. And here you have Jacob Haney, born May 24th, 1820, died November 18th, 1883. This one I can't read. And this is sacred to the memory of Sarah E. Haney, born June 20th, 1795, died April 21st, 1863. And Sally Haney, died July 6th, 1879, age 46 years, 6 months, 27 days. Yeah, these here, yeah, Margaret R., consort of O. Nichols, died March 20th, 1878, age 28 years, 4 months, and 9 days. Only daughter of Mr. E. and M.S., only daughter of M.S. and E.P. Padden. Blessed are the dead who die in the Lord. See if I can squeeze through here. This is Miss memory of Elano. That might be a C. I can't really read it. See if I can't find out who that is. September 10th, 1856 was when they were born. So that's enough to go on, at least with the find a grave information. This is memory of John V., son of E.C. and S.C. Hardin, who was born April 21st, 1853. Is that 1853? Died October 26, 1856. And this is Mark Fowler, who departed this life January 17th, 1858, aged 52 years, 9 months, and 25 days. And you've got this. This looks to be either stacked stone or maybe it was a stone faux tomb that just kind of caved in, but it's more stacked stone than anything else. But there's no marker with it anymore. Be interested to see if I can find out anything about who that might be. And this is for Eli Cornwall Hardin, born August 7th, 1818, died April 10th, 1887. And Sarah Jane Hardin, born August 7th, 1828, died June 12th, 1837. I don't know why it is. Every time I go somewhere, I always seem to find the day that they do landscaping. Here are more Haneys. This is Reverend W.W. Hawkins, born March 5th, 1835, died August 13th, 1896.
Worship.
Yes, Reverend and worship. M.A. Clayton and wife. So Lilla A. Clayton, born April 26, 1871. With no Alfonso Clayton, born June 10th, 1861, died July 7th, 1898. William G. Merritt, Georgia, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Air Force, June 7th, 1931 to September 25th, 1960. Thank you much for your service, sir. This is John W. Edwards, Sergeant, Company B, 43rd Regiment, Georgia Infantry, Confederate States Army, 1838 to 1906. Thank you much for your service, sir. These are all children. This is for Austin L. England, Private U.S. Army, World War II, July 20th, 1920 to February 6th, 1996, Purple Heart. Thank you much for your service, sir. These are the Robertsons. We have John Patton Neely, Private U.S. Army, Korea, February 7th, 1935 to June 7th, 1995. Thank you much for your service, sir. We have William Kaiser Peak, Staff Sergeant, U.S. Army, World War II, August 12th, 1916 to November 1st, 2004. Thank you much for your service, sir. William W. Blackstock, PFC, U.S. Army, World War I, June 21st, 1890 to April 14th, 1949. Thank you much for your service, sir. I'm not going to disturb you. That is a recent interment, but I will come behind you. Charles B. Johnson, Captain, U.S. Army, World War II, September 3rd, 1916 to July 28, 2000. Thank you much for your service, sir. We have Patricia L. Manning, U.S. Army, looks like 1956 to 1981. No, 1988. 1956, 1988. Thank you very much for your service, ma'am. Homer Hughes Jr., Sergeant, U.S. Army, Korea, January 12th, 1935 to September 14th, 2014. Thank you much for your service, sir. We have Jerry L. Whitmore, A2C, U.S. Air Force, Korea, December 13th, 1934 to December 30th, 1977. Thank you much for your service, sir. Here we have Andrew J. Swansea, Georgia, PFC, Headquarters Company, 122nd Infantry, World War I, April 16th, 1893 to June 9th, 1959. Thank you much for your service, sir. Here we have Christopher S. Settle, Lance Corporal, U.S. Marine Corps, January 18th, 1965 to December 19th, 1991. Thank you much for your service, sir. This is James Henry Ledford, Georgia, Private, U.S. Army, World War II, September 2nd, 1920, August 2nd, 1969. Thank you much for your service, sir. Going forward, after this particular video, it might be a little difficult for me to get multiple videos out a week. I'm going to do my best to do so. However, my goal from today forward is a minimum of one a week if I can swing it. I am starting a new job, so that job is going to take up a lot of my free time, and all the other free time that I have, I'm going to be spending with family. So I will do my best to get these put in at least once a week as possible. If I have the opportunity to do more than that, I will do so. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Have a blessed one, and we'll see you on our next walk.